new rules of fat loss and how to shift particularly stubborn fat. The first key starting point really is that the calories in, calories out is an old paradigm now. We're quickly flushing it down the toilet because it really doesn't make a lot of sense, and people become so hung up on the idea that they're going from one diet to the next. They're hopping on the diet train, they're yo-yoing their weight from year to year, and they really are spinning their wheels and getting nowhere, and they're not enjoying life. That's the key thing. They're not actually enjoying the way they eat or the feeling of health and fitness, which should be an enjoyable process. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be painful. You certainly shouldn't need to turn into a Spartan or a Trappist monk and start flogging yourself when you've had a Mars bar. It doesn't need to be like that. So the first key starting point is that health is the key to losing fat. If you're focused on what the scales are saying all the time, you're focusing on how many calories you're eating, how much sleep you're getting, then you're really missing the point. Health is the key to losing fat. Have you ever met a healthy, obese person? They don't exist. They don't exist. So if you focus on getting healthier, you'll enjoy the process. You'll enjoy that feeling of buzzing out of bed. You'll enjoy that feeling of energy and vitality and being free from sickness and disease. And whilst everyone else is coughing and spluttering and reaching for their coffee at 3:30 on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday afternoon, you're reaching for more work because you're so productive. You're a beam of energy. You're just radiating energy and vitality all the time, 24/7. And your moods are nice and balanced as well. So life is good. You soar through the day rather than chug through it. The key to health really is to think of it in an analogy like this. When the fish is sick, change the water. Most of us are really concerned about how much protein we're getting, how much carbohydrate, how much fat we're getting, when really we should be focused on what the inner terrain is like. How healthy are we inner? How healthy is our inner environment? When the fish is sick, change the water. Now what that means is our cells are constantly bathing. If you're sick and you're unhealthy and you find it hard to lose body fat, then it's because your inner environment is unhealthy. It's sick, it's dirty, it needs a good clean-up. We need to change the water rather than focus on what's going into the cell that makes us up. So we clean the water, we give ourselves a good shower, and that will allow you then for you to express optimum health and well-being. And when we look at this, on the right is a picture of live blood analysis. Now, I'll step into why I use this, but what we got here are yeasts circulating in the red blood. And what they do is, everyone has yeast, everyone has moles, you're exposed to it continuously. But what makes one person sick and another person nice and healthy is that these little critters don't get allowed to settle and express themselves, right? Because the inner environment's healthy. If your inner environment is dirty, these guys will thrive. Okay? It's likewise the rhino and the bird. The bird ticks away at the rhino's skin. It's not an issue. They live together in harmony. Bacteria, parasites, molds, yeast, they're all inside us, but whether they're allowed to express themselves is another issue altogether. That's me. It's about 6-7 years ago. I've tried every diet under the sun, every diet, and liked a good drink, like to think I was on the right plan. Now at that time I was strong. I played at a good level of sport, but I was 26% body fat. And I could never work out why I just couldn't get lean. No matter how hard I was trying. At the time I was trying high protein, low carbohydrate, low fat. I've done it all. And at the time I was just sick and tired. I was so sick. I might lean out, might lose a few pounds, but I was just so tired of it. It was a chore. It was very cumbersome. I was getting runny noses and allergies and injuries I just couldn't shake off. And I was training up to twice a day in some instances and still getting fat. I just couldn't get my head around it until I discovered acid and alkaline, until I discovered the benefits of drinking more water. Not just thinking about it, but actually doing it, and hyperhydrating, until I focused on health and that feeling of well-being, and not spinning my wheels all the time, and not burning out all the time, and learning how to relax and de-stress. That's when I decided to get my head around it. So today I'm going to present 6 key habits. The first key thing is to actually enjoy the process. Have a laugh about it. Most of us don't make time to laugh. Two twins, twin A and twin B. Twin A is fed all this organic food. He's rich and nutrient-dense food. He's well hydrated. Optimal diet and exercise program given to him by an Olympic level coach. Twin B is exactly the same. Twin B goes home to a house that's just his wife is at him or his girlfriend's at him. His kids around him, and he just hates life. He doesn't sleep. He never laughs. He hates his job. Twin A goes home and he loves it. He loves playing with the kids. He's in a happy environment. He skips to work. He jumps out of bed in the morning. Who's going to get the better result? So anyone who says there isn't an emotional side to getting healthy or getting fit or getting lean, they're delusional. So, write that down. Laugh. Okay, next key. And these are in particular order. Water, okay? Water, we're going to that in particular. Acid and alkaline. Obesity is not a calories in, or stubborn fat deposit are not a calories in, calories out expression. They're an acid or alkaline. You're too acidic. If you're too acidic, you'll hold on to body fat. If you're nice and alkaline, you'll lean up pretty quickly. Breakfast. The optimal meal. Just a quick show of hands. Who makes time for breakfast in the morning? A good breakfast. Okay, so everyone makes time for it. All right? Well, 90% of you make time for it. Good. We'll go on to what is an ideal breakfast. Sunlight, the healing power of sun. Have you noticed when you walk down the street recently, last couple of months, people say hello to you? But if you do it in December, they're like, you know, in my village, I live a little bit in the country. You know, I'm wheeling down the buggy down the street, and people's just heads, they drop when they go past you. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, because their moods. You know, our sunlight is a great healing source. We need it. Unfortunately, in Ireland, because it lies on certain degrees latitude, we don't get the sun. We don't get the sun and the vitamin D that we need to give our immune system a boost, our mood a boost. For guys, our performance and steroid. Vitamin D is actually a steroid hormone, did you know? Vitamin D is not a vitamin, so to speak, in its purest possible sense. It's actually a steroid hormone. So get your vitamin D levels up. Sleep, absolutely crucial. Again, I wouldn't like to tinker with my wife if she hasn't had a full night's kip. Yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. And I'll give you, at the end, I'll give you 3 cheap supplements. Now, most of us, you know, pretty handy. Again, quick show of who uses vitamins and minerals on a supplement basis. So a good few of you, maybe 40, 50% of you. These ones will be cheap. They're cheerful. I'm not peddling anything. I'm not selling you anything. You can get some of these. You can get in the supermarket, or I'll just tell you where you can get them. But they are brutally effective. And again, they are labelled you to express health. If you get the nearest, if you go to the chemist and they give you this big fat burning pill, sometimes that's not in their best interest and it won't work at all because it's not addressing your health. So, no chuckles yet, no? Okay, but there's a couple of smirks. I was hoping to make you laugh a little bit more because I'm used to telling jokes. I'm one of these guys that when he gets to the punchline, it goes, oh, I can't remember. Anyway, so try and laugh a little bit, all right? But the other thing, the key thing about this cartoon is that, you know, take the opportunity to really learn about your health. Take the opportunity to educate yourself, because if you don't, then it becomes a bit flaky. You start a nutrition plan, or you start a health program, and you're unsure why you're doing it. And the wheels start spinning when the going gets tough. You're unsure whether it's powerful enough, whether it's doing you any favours. You need to educate yourself. You need to explore the avenues of why you're doing it.